All right, so here we go.
I know it's been way too long, yeah. I've been on the low, just counting up. Focused on the paper, not no feelings, show no love. Brand new vibes, get me alive.
Yo, what the f-? What is up? What is up? What is up? My name is Cody. This is the first ever podcast. I wanted to explain what this channel is all about. You know, I love sports. I love gaming. And that's what it is in a nutshell. So sports and gaming. I do have another mic on the other side. So the plan is to get people in here and interview coaches. I want to interview people that I admire. I want to interview people that I've learned a lot from. That's the goal. Obviously, I'm a Sounders fan. And I titled this episode, Not a Liverpool Fan. I wanted to show you all that right there. Now, you might be thinking, you know, like, what the f***? Are you a Liverpool fan now, Cody? What the f*** is going on? I'm definitely not. I'm actually a Man United fan. I played for a guy that was from Manchester, and that was really cool. So we started watching Premier League really early. It was just a lot of fun. So that's how I got my start being a Manchester fan and never looked back. Started playing soccer when I was 4. I also have loved video games for just as long. I've been doing both for pretty much the same amount of time. Started on an Atari. My first system was Super Nintendo, but I've played the Atari. I played the NES. I played the Super Nintendo. I played them all. I do have a Switch now. Having played video games and soccer for so long, when I was younger, there wasn't a lot of stuff to get into for professional esports, or at least I wasn't exposed to it. And so I was more apt to continue to play soccer. That's what I did. Played all the way through college. Did end up signing on to Skagit Valley Community College, and then I was cut, and then I walked on to Shoreline Community College. But revenge is sweet. We beat them like 4-0. That was so sick. I'll never forget that. I was even captain next year. Things got really busy, hectic. I had a son. I had a full-time job, and I was going to school full-time in an automotive technician program, and that demanded a lot of my time. So the first thing to go was a thing that I just didn't need to survive, which was soccer. Really sad thing for me. Stepping away was one of the hardest things I've ever done, especially being a captain of that team. With the previous year having gone so well, we were the most successful Shoreline team of all time at that time. That was the 2010. So I graduated 2010, and then I went to community college that following fall. That's the team I played on. I played for a guy from that was really hardcore, and it was just, I learned a lot, made a lot of friends. It was definitely worth it. Still one of the hardest things I've ever done. It's pretty cool to see my son now play, choosing the number 11 over number 7. I'll let you guess why. Plays for Snohomish United as a winger. Very lucky to watch him. I've also always been a gamer. Let me put it this way. I played every single Pokemon all the way from yellow to crystal. I definitely played gold and silver, and then ruby and sapphire. And then after that, it started to fade away. Played a lot of FIFA. Super toxic, I know. Fam, when I'm telling you, I gamed. You know, I would get home and I would play 3+ hours a day. No streaming, nothing. None of that extra stuff. We lived in a trailer. We didn't have a lot of money, so all I had was 24 maybe inch TV. It ended up being like top 1,000 at the time. This was before Ultimate Team. I just love the game. I love the sport. So fast forward to my time working at Genie. A coworker invited me to go play indoor, and it was just, it gave me a huge part of what I was missing for so long. I hadn't played for years. I just hadn't been playing. I did start to go to the gym more. I was in shape at the time enough, and it just worked out. Man, this guy that invited me, we scored so many goals. There wasn't I don't know if he ever didn't score a hat trick, and I don't know if I ever didn't score at least 2 when we both played. And we just had this energy that was just unmatched. Goddamn. It's hard to put into words. Someone that you met, you felt like you've known your whole life. This guy felt like he was a brother to me. We had our own celebration, and he pushed me to do this streaming stuff and this content creating stuff. He's just someone that really pushed me to be a better person. And he was a huge Liverpool fan. I could think of no better way to honor who he was. I will always be a Man United fan, but he really embodied the spirit of, you'll never walk alone. It's so cool to see them in the Champions League final. If they win that, they'll play our Sounders in the Club World Cup. So to my inner creative spirit, for my love of gaming, for my love of the game, For what I want to share for Andreas, this is for you, bro. We'll be having interviews with my old coaches. I want the most elite mindsets to look back on. I want these conversations to be able to teach people what the game really means to the locals, to see how far it's gone. I think is really worthwhile. I've played since I was 4. I'm 30 now. Video games for just as long. That's just so crazy, and I wouldn't have it any other way. We're going to talk about life experiences, our favorite moments, and we'll also ask the hard questions. I want to really open up and just learn. I really want to get to the point of interviewing ex-pro players. I want players. That's definitely a goal of mine. It's in the future. Already have a few names being tossed around, so definitely stay tuned for that. If you can't tell, this definitely means a lot to me. I'm really, really excited for this. I want to offer something to the world that anyone with a love for gaming and or sports can vibe with. This is the best way I could imagine doing that. So this is Rojo Chats, and stay hungry, amigos.
Counted the money, okay.